Alright y'all, so winter is here, and so is my seasonal depression. Hey guys, it's Vicky, and if you're new to my channel, welcome, come, don't worry, it's a safe space. If you guys don't know who I am yet, I am Vicky, and I am a New York City creative, and just know you better stay tuned, because 2024 is going to be a very exciting year for my YouTube, so click that subscribe button, you will not regret it, I promise you. I kind of have been struggling these past couple months just because the winter time is always rough for me. I figured, if I'm going through this, then you guys might be too. Especially now because it's such a weird time. Holidays have just passed. It's a weird in between. We don't have Christmas or New Year's to look forward to anymore. If you guys are feeling kind of iffy or low or just super unmotivated, just keep watching and I will share with you some of my tips that have been helping me, literally carrying me through this winter. I by any means do not have my life together, but every day I am actively trying to become the ideal person that I do want to become. I know what I want my future to look like, and I know I have to work very hard to get there. First step to defeating seasonal depression is being aware that you have seasonal depression. It doesn't have to be seasonal depression, or you can just feel yourself feeling a lot more tired or just lazy, or when you get home you just want to cuddle up in bed because it's cold outside, it's dark by 4 p.m. This time of year really does take a toll on our bodies, whether we know it or not. Speaking about being aware of your feelings, have you heard of meditation? For the past week or two, I really have been getting into meditating, and it's something that I've done in the past, but I've never really stayed consistent with it. Meditating isn't as complicated as we make it out to be. It's as simple as maybe taking a drive and listening to your favorite songs, or listening to music and doing your makeup. Who wanna play with Vicky? And I feel like that's why so many people are discouraged. I know when I first started my spiritual journey, I was so discouraged to meditate because I never thought I was doing it right. But little did I know, there's no right or wrong way to actually meditate. Recently, I have been getting super into doing my makeup, and I remember in high school, after school, I used to sit down in front of my mom's, makeup area and just beat my face. I used to recreate pictures I saw on Instagram or on Pinterest, and I used to try to recreate them with whatever makeup my mom had lying around. It was almost therapeutic. It's a form of art, and it's a form of expressing yourself. Kind of like today, I just decided to, do something a little extra with my eyeliner. I know going outside your comfort zone at first might seem super scary, but what if I was scared to go outside like this? You never know, somebody might compliment me on my makeup and then we could become besties. We can, start up an awesome conversation, and there you go, gained a new friend. Boom, just like that. It's easy to feel less motivated and less productive. So what I like to do to help me stay on track is I like to make lists. I just go in my notes and I organize my tasks for the week or for the month. When you make a list, it feels less overwhelming because you're visualizing what you have to do throughout the day, and it feels less overwhelming rather than if you're just thinking about all the things that you have to do in your head and you can't, keep track of them because they're in your brain, and it feels way bigger rather than if you sit down and write down each step that you have to do. It feels less crazy. It's kind of like organizing your brain. What I like to do is I like to prioritize my tasks. If I have something on a deadline, I like to put that on top of the list, really prioritize that rather than doing something that I could do at the end of the day. We're thinking smarter, not harder, okay? It's just so satisfying checking off a task that I've done on my list, and it gives me a sense of accomplishment. Making lists helps better your workflow. It keeps you organized, it reduces anxiety and stress, and there's just a whole bunch of benefits to making lists. Another thing that's been helping me so much is journaling. I know everybody says this, but honestly, everybody says it with good reason. I love journaling because you go so many directions with it. You know, if you're feeling overwhelmed, you could write down your list that you have to do for the week. You can do a brain dump, or you could just write exactly what you're feeling in that moment, and the thought will just take you. I don't know how many brain dumps I've done, and it's filled up so many pages just from following a single thought, and then it goes to another thought, and then it goes to another thought, and before you know it, I have 3 pages full of just randomness. But by the end of it, I guarantee you'll feel better. You'll feel more grounded. Sometimes, like, even when I'm mad or when I'm sad, I'll just start writing in my journal, and by the end of my journal entry, I'll come out of it with like a clearer mind or like a different mindset, and let's say I won't be as mad at the situation as I was before. Sometimes all you really need to do when you're feeling very upset, I know it's kind of hard, but you kind of have to step away and just analyze everything, and honestly, you could come back with a different mindset. Your thoughts are the key, remember that. Sometimes what I like to do is I'll either Google or go on Pinterest and I'll search journal prompts, and it'll kind of like help me with my shadow work. It's just really good self-reflection. I 100% do recommend journaling. You don't even have to go out and buy a physical journal. You can just go on your notes and write it. Solo dates is another really good idea to kind of distract yourself from the craziness that's going on in your life, or kind of just to decompress, and maybe you want to do something that you've never done before. You want to go somewhere that you've seen on TikTok and you've been begging your friends to go, but you know they don't have time, or plans always fall through. Whatever the case is, I think this is a perfect opportunity for you just to go out and adventure by yourself. Romanticize your life. You know, it's okay. I know everybody says it, but it's okay to romanticize your life. You never know, you might find new friends on the way. This year for 2024, I'm really trying to push myself to do things that I would have never imagined myself doing, like going to Washington Square Park at 10 o'clock at night and just interviewing people. That is something that I thought about doing it so many times, just because I'm always trying to like find new friends and practice my socializing skills, because I think I'm such an awkward person. So for me, I want to practice networking. I want to practice, you know, having conversations with people. All right, y'all, I just got out the car. Everybody's looking at me. I'm gonna make this a practice exercise for myself. I'm so nervous. This is kind of crazy, not gonna lie. But here we are, Washington Square Park. And you might be asking, Vicky, why Washington Square Park? Simply because I've always wanted to come here. I've lived in New York most of my life, and I've never... Well, it would be a lie if I said I've never been to Washington Square Park. I came here once last year during Pride, but it was literally packed to the brim. Maybe I can ask some questions. Who knows? Who knows? Let's see if I can ask a question or not. Nah, I'm too scared. Excuse me, guys. You mind if I ask you a quick question? Yeah. I don't recommend any type of like places to go late night, like cute desserts or like...
For desserts? Guy knows everything. I don't know around here. Ice cream museum.
Ice cream museum.
But that's not open late.
Yeah, no. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of embarrassed. I've been living in New York most of my life, but I don't explore the city, so I just decided to like get out tonight.
And I have in my phone. In the morning, a really good bagel place.
Okay.
Just down here to the right, or Brooklyn Bagel Company.
Brooklyn Bagel. I've heard so many great things about that. Yeah. What's your like go-to order?
Ooh, big bagel with the sriracha, honey sriracha cream cheese.
Okay. Thank you so much.
No
All right.
problem.
Have a great night, guys. Enjoy. All right. My first interview. All right. Hi, guys. The last couple of people I ran into, they did not want to be on camera, which is totally understandable. I respect that. I got to talk to them for a little bit, and they were mad cool. They have a vintage spot. I'll put it on the screen. I can check it out. When I went in there, I had the mindset that I was gonna go interview people. As I slowly started approaching the park, I started getting so nervous. I was like, no way in hell am I gonna even talk to one person in here. It's mad embarrassing. There's lights so people can see me just walking around the park. But I did it. And I talked to two different, groups of people. Here I was thinking I was gonna talk to nobody. That's a check in my book. And I'm proud of myself. So now I'm going to go to the spot that these lovely people just recommended me. I am now on my way to Pier 35. I would go to that spot that those people told me to go to, but my ID expired and I know that they do not play about IDs here in New York, especially in the city. So I don't even think it's worth me driving all the way over there. Thank you guys so much for watching my video. I had such an amazing time filming this. I got super out of my comfort zone for this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment. And my social media handles will be right here. Is it giving Ariani?